They're on the front lines every day. Producers are having to deal with higher highs, lower lows, more so than ever before. Even as we speak, the Southeast is recovering from catastrophic flooding as a result of Hurricane Claudette, and the West is facing record heat that threatens the health of farmers and farm workers, and an unprecedented wildfire season. And nearly half the country is in drought, including 90% of my home state of Michigan, 90%. It could not be clearer. The climate is in crisis. The good news is that farmers and foresters are already leading the way on the climate crisis, as my colleagues have said, through their many conservation efforts. They work to reduce their impact every day through conservation practices that cut down on emissions and store carbon in their soil and trees. According to the National Academies, scaling up these climate-smart agriculture and forestry practices in the U.S. could offset the annual emissions of nearly 110 million cars. Now, I come from the car state, Madam President. I still want you to buy an automobile. But this is very significant. The Growing Climate Solutions Act is a key piece of the enormous potential that land-based solutions have to help solve this crisis. This bill gives producers even more effective tools to lead and new opportunities for economic successes as well. The bill equips producers to succeed by doing three things. First, it sets up a network of trusted outside experts and third-party verifiers certified by the USDA to provide technical assistance and help producers generate and sell their voluntary carbon credits, which, by the way, Senator Lee's amendment would gut, which is why I do not support that amendment. Then it creates a comprehensive online resource, a one-stop shop to help our farmers get the information they need and create income by providing sustainable practices through voluntary carbon markets and traditional USDA conservation programs. And finally, it sets up a very important advisory council made up of a majority of farmers and foresters with tremendous diversity, as well as representatives from the research community and the private industry to help guide the USDA as they put this together. Bottom line, it gives them the opportunity to work with the U.S. Department of Agriculture to design a carbon market that works for them, not Wall Street. In other words, this bill puts farmers and foresters first. More than 175 advocates, organizations, and companies support this bill. They see it as a win-win for agriculture and the environment. That coalition is mirrored in the broad support we have here in the United States Senate. Now, upwards of 55 co-sponsors that have joined in this bill. Given today's politics, that says a lot about what this bill represents. Solving the climate crisis is a critical challenge for all of us. And today, we are taking landmark steps towards supporting agriculture and forestry leadership in addressing this. So I encourage all of my colleagues to vote yes on the Growing Climate Solutions Act, to vote no on the Lee amendment, which would essentially gut the bill and allow us on its tremendous bipartisan effort to move forward on something very important. I yield back.
Can you ask consent that the scheduled vote occur immediately?
Consent that the scheduled vote occur immediately, Madam President.
Is there objection? Without objection, the question occurs on the amendment number 2119. Is there a sufficient second?